A memorable last dance is a perfect way to end your wedding on a high note, capturing the joy of the night and one final unforgettable moment. But how to choose the right song? Should it be a classic like Journey's Don't Stop Believin' or a modern hit like Pharrell's Happy? Do you want a song that encourages a sing-along? A lively dance-off maybe? In this edition, we'll explore top upbeat last dance songs that will leave your guests buzzing with excitement and make your send-off truly unforgettable. Let's find the perfect song to match your unique style and set the tone for a joyful exit. Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events in New England. We'll answer these questions and more in today's edition of the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions. Listen now and discover how to make your last dance memorable. The top upbeat wedding songs. These are wedding insider secrets for a stress-free, fun, and memorable day. Our podcast helps engaged couples navigate wedding planning complexities while addressing family expectations. We'll guide you through the journey of creating the perfect wedding day without unnecessary stress. By the end of this edition, you'll get concise tips on budgeting, wedding party management, ceremony, reception planning, and more. Perfect for anyone planning a wedding, all in 30 minutes or less. Trust us, you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to Stress-Free Wedding Planning, the podcast that will transform your wedding planning journey from chaotic to enchanting. Sal and Sam bring over 80 years of combined wedding expertise and exclusive insider information to the table. If you're recently engaged, feeling the pressure of wedding planning, struggling with family expectations, but still dreaming of a joy-filled wedding, you've come to the right place. Get ready to unveil the best-kept wedding secrets, discover practical tips and strategies, and learn life-changing lessons for a stress-free wedding. Your unforgettable wedding day awaits. We're here to take you on a transformative journey of love, laughter, and memories. So don't miss out on the podcast that just might change your life. This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
On today's podcast, how to make your last dance memorable. Top upbeat wedding songs. Hi, I'm Sal of After Hours Events of New England, the experts in creating a stress-free, unforgettable wedding experience. We bring energy, professionalism, and a passion to making every couple's big day truly special. Visit us at afterhoursevents.com. Learn more about our experience and journey to help you with stress-free wedding planning in the trailer or pilot of this podcast.
Hi, I'm Sam from the award-winning Atmosphere Productions. Wedding entertainment with expert knowledge and the difference in quality. Visit us at atmosphere-productions.com. Today's edition, it's all about how to make your last dance memorable. Top upbeat wedding songs. Thanks for lending us your ear today.
Let's make it unforgettable. There's nothing like ending a wedding on a high note, with family and friends all together celebrating to an explosive, energetic finale. Personally, I steer away from slow songs for the grand finale, opting instead using upbeat dance tracks or epic sing-alongs that leave guests energized and full of joy as they head home. But when it comes to the private last dance, of course that is a slow song and it's a private moment. So your guests are already out of the room, so they've had that joyous ending, and now you get to have that very private, intimate moment and have that memory forever. Now, I do want to bring up something I like to do at every wedding is I don't like just having one big explosive song at the end of the night. I actually like to go with a slow song with the couple and having all the guests join in, but then going to 3 big songs that get people partying one more time. I find when you just use one explosive song, what happens is, Mr. DJ, one more, encore, free bird. That just can't happen. You know, the facility's not going to let you go beyond your time. So I say, build in a grand finale with multiple songs and everyone will enjoy it and be happy at the end. Let's start with our first genre, rock anthems. This has always been a big thing at weddings. A lot of people love rock anthems like Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. This is a great sing-along. Living on a Prayer, another rocking song that people like to sing along with. And of course, who doesn't love Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline? And then, of course, you have the energy of AC/DC, which shook me all night long. And Queen has been a favorite for a number of years right now. Don't Stop Me Now. But how about that ultimate rock anthem, Mr. Brightside by The Killers? And of course, All the Small Things by Blink-182 goes right along with that song. And now if you want a great sing-along for a more relaxed vibe, Trusty American Pie by Don McLean.
There's some great suggestions in there, Sal. Obviously, The Journey is overplayed, but it's overplayed for a reason, because it really does bring up the beat near the end, and it's a great song to get everybody together. Another two that I've been using lately is Killers, Mr. Brightside, and Blink-182, All the Small Things. Those two songs, not only can we play at the end of the evening, but sometimes in the middle of the evening. I've had my clients request those two songs because that generation, those two songs are now important to them when obviously they're getting married and they're growing up now. So those two songs are so important. And it's nice that you mentioned American Pie, because even though that song's over 50 years old, it still is in the psyche of people that go to weddings. So I like that. American Pie, Don McLean. Now, the next genre that I want to talk about is country and folk favorites. And at the top of that list is two of my favorite artists, and that's Darius Rucker and Garth Brooks. I'd love them to do a song together, but that's neither here nor there. Darius Rucker's version of Wagon Wheel is the one that I use, but if you want to be a traditionalist, you can go with the Old Crow Medicine Show. It's their original version. And as I said, Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. If you can find the live version of that one, that's always a great one to sing along to as the last dance of the evening. A little bit more contemporary now would be the Zac Brown and Chicken Fried. Another great song to sing along to at the end of the evening. John Denver, Country Roads, Take Me Home is always a requested song to wrap up the end of the evening. Now, some newer songs that I'm kind of suggesting, and of course, you can take these for what they're worth. Morgan Wallen seems to be on everybody's list, and he has three songs that I'd like to have you listen to. Go and take a listen to Morgan Wallen's Cowgirls. Also, Morgan Wallen and Post Malone, I Had Some Help. And there is a couple of mixes out there of Last Night, also Morgan Wallen as well. So if that's your sort of genre that you want to have at the end of your evening, then Morgan Wallen, three great songs right there. Kane Brown does Miles on It with Marshmello. Again, there's some mixes on that you can use. And now I'm going to cause a little controversy, because I will play Tipsy by Shabuzi in the country section and also at the beginning of a rap section. So for me, you can play it at the end of the evening if you want to, but I tend to play that somewhere in the middle of my set, either coming out of a slow song and going into rap, or coming out of a slow song and going into some country music. What do you think of that, Shabuzi, Sal?
People love that. And I got to tell you, for me personally, I don't think it's an ender. I think it is something that should be played earlier on in the evening. Sometimes even when you're going to the tail end of dinner, you just want to kind of get things a little more excited. You get people singing along with the song. So I think that it is a great song. I'm just not sure if it's really an ender, but hey, it's on our list, so it's got to be, right? So, you mentioned like Country Roads. Oh my God, from John Denver. That is becoming so popular as of late with many of my couples. They absolutely adore that song. And when the room just lights up with everyone singing it together, it just makes for a great ender and a great moment. If you want to get something else on that folky side, another great artist is Bob Dylan. Rainy Day Woman might be something that works for you. Hey, the movie that's out there for Bob Dylan, check that out. You might love something that's on the soundtrack that may be a good ender for you at your wedding or somewhere else in the wedding. And that's my take on country and folk favorites.
We just explained about different great finales that you can use in the rock and country genres. And these are songs we suggest for the end of your wedding.
Coming up next, We'll list modern, pop, EDM, dance songs, and feel-good favorites that can end your wedding on a high note. But first, if you have a question or concern, go now to Facebook and join us on the Stress-Free Wedding Planning community and ask away. You can also join us on our YouTube channel. Just search for Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast. Subscribe and get it first.
This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam, a podcast for engaged couples concerned about wedding planning and family expectations, but who want to have a stress-free, fun, and unforgettable wedding.
Today's Wedding Tip Wednesday will guide you through planning with ease and style. Remember, we're here to share essential tips that will help you craft your wedding dreams. It's Wedding Tip Wednesday.
Look, if you don't want children at your wedding, you don't have to have them. And for someone who didn't have children at his wedding, I got to tell you, it was perfect. You didn't have kids running around having tantrums. And the couple who brought the kid is actually now could have a good time and make it a date night that will be so wonderful for them. That's another Wedding Tip Wednesday with Sal and Sam.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is available on the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group page every Wednesday. Join the group for free.
Happy holidays to you and yours.
This holiday season, we'd like to thank everyone, especially our listeners who continue to support the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast. You are the foundation of what we do each and every week.
We'd also like to thank our sponsors for their continuing support.
No matter how you celebrate this holiday season, we offer you love, peace, joy, and our best wishes. We want it to be filled with good health, happiness, and spectacular success.
Listen in the new year, tell a friend, share our tips and suggestions, and join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning community, because we'll have awesome new additions, features, and special guests.
Check us out on social media by using our hashtag Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Happy holidays.
Experience the magic of your special day with Fitzner Productions, a premier wedding videography company based in Middletown, Connecticut. FitznerProductions.com. Our mission is to capture your love story candidly and authentically, creating stunning, high-quality videos that you can cherish for years to come. Our founder, Carson Fitzner, combines technical expertise with a passion of storytelling, ensuring every moment from the excitement of getting ready to the heartfelt ceremony is beautifully documented. We offer a range of customizable packages, including drone footage and multi-location shoots, tailored to fit your unique vision. Let us help you relive the romance, laughter, and tears of your wedding day. Visit FitznerProductions.com. That's FITZNER Productions.com.
This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Welcome back to our discussion about how to make your last dance memorable, the top upbeat wedding songs. Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions.
I'm Sal from After Hours Events of New England. We've already discussed about different great finale rock and country songs to end your wedding with. Now, let's talk about modern pop, EDM, and dance songs along with feel-good enders that can end your wedding on a high note. Let's go right into modern pop music for now. Let's start with Pharrell, Happy. Many people love that song and have a great time with it. A song that's been around for years now that really gets the energy going is Walk the Moon with Shut Up and Dance. A real fun song for most people. Everyone knows it. And it's always good to use songs that are recognizable to people. That makes it more fun too. We have Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. Hey, who doesn't love a little Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk along with Mark Ronson? And, of course, Justin Timberlake is always a favorite with Can't Stop the Feeling from the Trolls movie. A lot of people love that song.
What a great bunch of songs there, Sal. Really, really nice set. You've got a mix of some new pop favorites there that will get people up and dancing and rocking at the end of the night. And any one of those you could play early on in the night as well. So very versatile list. Let's check out the EDM and dance hits. Now, of course, the late Avicii's Wake Me Up is absolutely a fantastic song to wrap up the night. You can also do Daft Punk's One More Time. There's an edit around that has the middle cut out, so you can just dance through the whole thing. Now, DJ Snake and Lil Jon, Turn Down for What? That is like the epitome of a great song to wrap up the evening with. Now, a little bit on the rock dance side would be Glad You Came from The Wanted. And also Swedish House Mafia, Don't You Worry Child. Great song to wrap up the evening. Now, I'm also going to give you a suggestion from a local artist that's just released an album called Escape With Me. His name is Vincent Ingala, and he has a reworking of a song called Free. Great, great dance song. It's a great song that you can put in at the end of the evening. My little personal tip there for you. Any other suggestions, Sal?
Yes, we have where dance is crossed over to EDM. So I consider Rihanna is a pop star, but she also has that dance music feel to many of her songs. And she got together with Calvin Harris. And there's a song called We Found Love, which is a great song. There is some lulls in the song, so you want to kind of remix to keep the energy going. But it's such a great song and very recognizable to most people. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And this list that you mentioned, Avicii, Wake Me Up, that's been huge in this last season for me, I know. And one more time by Daft Punk, who doesn't love that? So that's all really worked out really well. And, now we're going to reach out to the Feel Good Closers, an awesome song, Lean On Me. Bill Withers doing the original and very recognizable to people, but also Club Nouveau did one in the 80s, which had a nice little dance beat in the back of it, which made it a lot of fun. And who doesn't love Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell? Ain't No Mountain High Enough. You could almost use any fast Motown song for an ender. They're all so great. And of course, there's a rock anthem that's a feel good, and that's Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Who doesn't know that from Wayne's World and before then when it was a hit back in the 70s? And then we have Stand By Me by Benny King. What a wonderful song. And All You Need Is Love by the Beatles always gets people dancing and singing along and having a lot of fun.
Yes, Sal, that is some classic feel-good closers for us. I really like the Bohemian Rhapsody. And of course, the Beatles, All You Need Is Love is classic anyway. I'm going to give you 3 more closers that you might want to add to your list. And that's Green Day, and that's Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. Semisonic does Closing Time. And the Chainsmokers, a little newer, does Closer. So add those to your selection, and hopefully it'll make your choosing of an upbeat last dance that much more easier.
So there you have it. We've just provided some insider tips on how to make your last dance memorable with some really great upbeat songs. As we wrap up the night, let's make these songs unforgettable, sending your guests off with joy and energy and giving you, the newlyweds, a moment that captures the magic of the day. Here's to an incredible ending and memories that last long after the music fades.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me, Sal, or our community of stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any wedding-related questions, then join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group.
Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there are some things you need to work on. The link to join us is in the show notes of this edition, or go to Facebook and search for the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Community.
Remember to do something nice for someone today. And if you can't, then do something nice for yourself. If you've enjoyed what you've just heard, leave a review and share it with a friend or someone who would benefit from this information. Until next time, it's TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Thank you for listening to this edition. A new edition is released every Wednesday. Subscribe and get it first. We'll catch you then. Ciao.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.